Hello, today's video is going to be a very interesting one. I'm going to show you on this video, I'm going to show you what our portfolio is doing. We implement something that's called the cross method. And stick with me and I'll tell you a little bit more about the cross method. But first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Wesley and I run this channel here and it's called Investing in Rhythm. Now, if you've been following along in the stock market, you know that this has been a very challenging year in the stock market. It's almost like people are out of rhythm with this market. But you stay with me and I'll show you how to get back in rhythm. Stay with me. Now, what you see in front of you, you see a portfolio that we implement called the cross method. Now, I started this portfolio with $36,000 on September the 5th. Look in front of you right now. It's up to $62,000 from $36,000 since September the 5th. Now you might say, man, how's that? Yes, implementing the cross method really works. Now let me show you what the cross method, what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna show you, this is kind of like a sketch, a hard sketch on what the cross method looks like. Now if you're very interested, I'll help you build one for yourself so you can sleep good at night. Stick with me, let me show you something. Okay, hold on. Now what you see in front of you, you see a cross, okay? Now you see in black, you see a ETF, and then on the bottom you see two stocks. They're in black. These are stocks that you invest when the market goes up. But then you see on the east and the west side, you see in red. Now this is where we short the stock market. Now that's how we're able to get the good returns. It's knowing when to short. Because see, this market right now is controlled by computers. And these computers swing stocks. They don't have memory like me and you may have a memory. No, they'll swing a stock like 500 down one day. Then the next day is up 600. So it swings it back and forth. And what it does is it wears you out. But under the surface, what's actually going on? One sector may be doing real good. And then all of a sudden, it goes to a rolling bear market. That's why I think this bear market is going to last a lot longer than most people believe. Because it doesn't, just like in old days, it go down, all of them go down together. It flushes it all out. But now these computers run it. So it's almost like it takes money from one pocket, put it in the other pocket, take the money out of that pocket, put it in another pocket. And if you don't have your money allocated right, the market will kill you. That's why the rolling bear market is vicious. Now, you stick with me. I'll show you the cross method will shield you from a lot of that rolling bear market. Now, what we have up here, if you see in black, these, we started out with using ETF, but you could also use individual stocks. But the most important thing I want to convey to you is that on the top, the north side, you want to buy technology stocks that business use. The favorite technology stock that business like to use. Then on the south side of the cross, you want to pick two individual stocks that people use, that are people favorite. On the top, you got business favorite. On the bottom, you got people's favorite. If you do it like that, you will save a lot of money, okay? Because when the market goes down, these stocks are not going to go down as far because they're the favorite. And then on the east and the west, where we short the stock market, that's where you pick a broad technology ETF that you short. Now, the key to this thing is putting the right ratio on, okay? Now, I'll teach you about ratios a little bit later. Now, I just want to get you a general overview. These are technology stocks, ETFs that you use to short the stock market. Okay. Now, if you do it that way, you'll sleep good at night. And then we have a circle in the middle. Watch my cursor. I'm drawing a little circle. This is an inner circle. This is what we use to write covered calls on to bring income that we have on the ETFs on the east side and the west side, and then what we have on the north side and we have it on the south side. See, we sell covered calls to bring in income. So, see, this is how you need to run a portfolio, because one day you're going to retire and you're going to have to live off your portfolio. This is the hard copy. This is the way you do it. Okay. Now I want to show you a general observation of what the stock market is doing. What is it doing right now? A snapshot picture of what the stock market is doing right now. Hold on a minute. Okay, so we're gonna look at the stock market and let's see what the stock market is doing right now. Okay, I like to use XLK because XLK screens out all the noise and it gives you just exactly what you need. Okay, now if you look at the XLK, you see on the gold side we have 200 week moving average, and in the black we have the 150 week moving average. So whenever the stock market, this XLK, breaks below the 150 week moving average, that may be because this is a strong line. A lot of times bear market ends when it touches this line. But this one rose up, see, and then it fell through. Came all the way to the 200 week moving average. So it showed you it's a little weaker than normal. And then it came up, gave you a head fake, brought back above the 150 week, and then it fell back down. See, so it shows you that it's weaker than most, okay? So it gives you an idea of what next year is like, okay? So the first part of next year is going to be weak. So watch out. Watch out. If you buy stocks, make sure they are in that category. If you buy like on using the cross method, the north side is stocks that are business favorite, and then on the south side, you pick stocks that are people favorite, okay? And then the east and the west, that's where you use a broad ETF to short the stock market. Okay, so that's the synopsis of what this video was about. If you like it, leave me a comment down there below. If you want to know more about the cross method or how to set one up for yourself, okay? Because it's based upon your particular temperament, okay? So I'll walk you through it and help you set up a cross, and you'll be very glad you did. Remember now, give me a like if you like these type of videos. And for a schedule, I'm going to put up 2 videos a week on Wednesdays, okay, and Thursdays. I'll have a video up for you on Wednesday and on Thursday, okay? Until I see you again, I want you to remember one thing. We buy the best. You let somebody else buy the rest. Hey, I'll see you on the next one.